We are recording.
Isn't that great? Wow. Hello. Welcome
Hello.
to session 12 of Radiant Shield. Some of us are missing, but it's fine. We'll persevere. They were weak anyways.
Week.
So we're gonna start with this new session off with a recap from everyone's favorite sword wielding woman.
Yes.
Alex, you're gonna recap the last two sessions actually.
Yeah. Can you tell me where the last two sessions started, or where the last one started? And I'll just recap all the way to now.
Yeah, so the for this back session starts with the assault on the fort.
Okay.
I
All
believe.
right. So it's us going to go fight the fort.
I believe somewhere around there. It's
Okay.
close enough.
So we went with assisted by the elves at the elf village, like the leader's son and his squadron. We went to this palisaded place. Is that what you'd say? I think that's right. And
Sure.
and there were a bunch of cultists there, and we knew that Harold was there, so we raided it after scouting out for a bit. Trill was very seepy, but Squall caused a fireball distraction, not a fireball, but a fire distraction, and then we went and raided the whole place. Alex got held by Stonehand. A crow had mortal combat with an unlucky guard, and
Yes.
we captured Whitaker. We saved the two kidnappees who were about to be sacrificed for cult purposes, and one guy got away, and we got a bunch of magic items, including scroll, book, another scroll, a cup, things. I'm sure they'll come up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Surely. And then we left. And then after we left, we went back to Whitaker's place, Ben?
Nope.
No, we went back to the village.
You went to the Elven Village.
We went to the Elven village, yeah. And what did we do there? We dropped Harold off. And then we went back to the actual village, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we went back to the actual village and we overheard, and we went there pretty briefly just to overhear some stuff to make sure that they weren't all cultists, and they weren't. So that was good. And in the village, we returned the kidnappees. And after that, we, Whiskey went to Zimzam's.
Yes.
And we stayed the night at the inn, and then we headed out to, right now, here we are. We are heading towards the big city, and now here we are at the big city. I'm skipping a whole thing. And then on our way, you can see on my screen, around like somewhere around here, we were almost at the city, and then we saw some gobbies running by, and we were like, oh boy, gobbies, and then we let them run by. And then this zombie-looking brother that Whiskey remembered that the mages deal with came by, and he was super beefy. And then our mage dealt with it with a radiant blast. And then Tro saw the guard people that he recognized, and now here we are going back to the city with them.
Yeah. That's good enough. That's passable.
Let's go. That's all I need.
I'll give you like a B-. The
reason I recap so many sessions, in case the sessions before actually do get found, is because I lost the two sessions before this.
Yikes.
They may get found, but in case they don't get found, that was the big recap.
Yeah, well, actually, considering it now, it's probably like a C minus. You'll get a C minus on that.
That's a pass.
You passed.
Let's go.
You passed, but
we made it to the city, boys.
You're gonna have to retake the course because it's actually
it's essential to
required to be a major.
Yeah. Yep. God dang it.
I'm sorry to hear that. Anyways, yeah. After defeating the undead monstrosity, the amalgam, you met up with some guard-looking people, some knights. Trill recognized one of them, and after that, they started leading you back towards the they started well, not leading you. Well, they did. Yeah, they started leading you towards Show Bulwark, where most everyone wanted to go. Yeah, along the way, they do talk to you some. The sort of the sort of human, just more standard knight-looking fellow introduces himself. My name is William Laurel. I'm in charge of this. I'm the captain of the squadron, and came out here to help with the undead. But it seemed that you were able to manage the issue yourself.
Something like that.
Yes, well, we should still be making our way back to the city. If that thing was out here, there are surely more nearby. This is my team, by the way. He points to a larger half orc. He's Oakum. He's the muscle of the group. Hello. This is. Sorry. This is Otho, our mage of the group. A taller half elven, not half elven, high elven individual, standing in the back of the group, wearing a blue cloak. Looks very. It gives off an air of nobility just by the way they're dressed and the way they carry themselves. Hello. Lastly is the scout, Janah. He's come and join us temporarily. They are some sort of elf. They have some sort of elven features, but they are covered up with the cloak, making it harder to see their face exactly. They don't say hello, but you do recognize this similar oak leaf pendant that Trill has, except his would be silver, I think. Which one's yours? Yours is silver, right?
Mine's bronze. His would be silver.
Yours is bronze. His is silver. Okay. Yeah. So what brings you all out here?
A long journey with a lot of run-ins with the cult.
I see. Certainly had an exciting time then.
Indeed.
We were all meaning to come to.
Oh.
Sorry.
We were able to help a lot of people, so it all worked out. And I go forward and I try and shake the front guy's hand.
Sure. Yeah. He shakes your hand.
My name's Alex.
Pleasure to meet you, Alex. Well, glad to hear that you made some good out of your time stuck out there. The city shouldn't be too far, just about 30 minutes out. As you're walking, you eventually come across. You eventually walk over a bridge towards over a very large river. It's the same river that you have all been, going around dealing with throughout. But eventually you get to this massive walled city. For I think everyone but Dro here, like this is pretty unprecedented city size. No one else here also has lived in a city large enough to warrant its own set of walls. And you can sort of see on the inside that the city sort of slopes upwards, and there's a second set of walls on the inside, which is part of what looks like to be a massive fort. They take you, the group that you've met, takes you up towards the gate, which is just open. Leads into the city, leads into really a bustling town. It looks like a very standard medieval fantasy city. People passing and going, dirt roads, wagons moving throughout. Well, we've taken you to the city. Unless there's anything else that you need, we should be on our way.
I'm going to look at the scout that's there, and I would know his name, right?
Yeah.
What was his name again? It was Or
Janar, Janar.
Janar. All right. I look at Janar and say, I have much to discuss with you, as well as information to give you.
Yes. The group will be. He'll need to come with us back to the governor's keep. He's here on a recon mission. Information delivery. Right, I see. Are you lot with him?
Not when it comes to some of this information. They can attest to what we've experienced with the cult recently.
I see.
But I have a little more information to deliver besides that. Actually, I believe it's a letter. I believe I have a written letter of it. Actually, most of it isn't here besides the cult activity, so we can discuss that.
Oh, I see. Well, we'll take your group into the fort district, and you can meet with the governor and deliver this information.
Yes, sir.
So you start as a group making your way through the city. Just the part that you first entered, and it seems very not run down, but a lot more. It's just like a poor part of the city. It certainly looks less kept, dirtier, almost kind of just a general sense of disrepair, and like things are slowly falling apart. But it's not like a slum that's just nothing's like abandoned. It's just a general sense of dirtiness. But as you make your way through the city, eventually the roads turn to they transition from dirt and mud to a stone as you make your way about halfway through the city. At which point your group is stopped, as there seems to be a procession of cloaked figures in white robes with red and gold embroilment around the edges as they make their way through the city, sort of chanting more religious religious phrases and stuff like that. Not something most of you are incredibly familiar with, except for Dro. And so Dro like recognizes. All of you can recognize it as some sort of religious display, but it's a very long procession that leads through. That you're probably stopped behind for 10 minutes as this group marches their way, and you're kind of just held up like you're on like a car waiting for a train to pass by.
Mm-hmm.
Could Dro like make a religion check just to see if she has any idea what's this procession about?
Sure. Yeah, make me a religion check.
With an 8.
Uh, you're not really certain. What you're hearing is all pretty like general. Like general expressions and phrases. I guess the one thing that does stick out to you is sort of an emphasis on purging comes up a lot.
Oh, that's
But-
great.
You don't really know.
Are they talking about the Star
What?
Children? Or are they clearly Star Children to
so-
Alex?
They're not talking about the Star Children, but the only form of formal religion in a sense is Star Children worshippers.
So it's not a hard assumption to make.
Yeah, it's not a hard assumption to make.
Um,
It'd be weird if it was anything but.
Yeah, that'd be pretty unique. Are they like carrying things, or are they just walking and chanting?
Some of them are carrying things. What can you make me a just perception check? Just to see if what you notice.
Sure. That's persuasion. I almost rolled way higher than I should have. Perception. There we go. That's an 8.
Okay, cool. We're starting off good with 2 8s.
Yeah, let's go.
You don't really notice too much. You notice that at certain points along the procession, there are designated people who seem to be carrying banners that depict a hand that seems to be made entirely of fire. Other than that, everyone else doesn't seem, from what you notice, there's a lot of people, and it's honestly quite like the monotony of it and just the uniformity of it all kind of makes it difficult to notice anything. So yeah, you only
Yeah.
really notice these banners.
She's also really short.
How are the people? Like,
Also short.
how are we? Are we out of the poor area? You said.
Yeah, you've sort of made your way into a better looking area in town. You're kind of like at a cross section trying to go further into the center, and that's when the procession comes by.
People, if it's a good 10 minutes, I imagine other people get stuck with us. Do they seem to look on
Yeah.
this like they don't mind, like this is just a good thing, or like they're like, ugh?
It is mixed. It is mixed, but you'd say like 60-70% of the people are really annoyed.
Okay, but that's kind of just like any traffic. Like even if a train's a good thing, I'd be annoyed if there was a train.
It's a lot of like hushed murmurs and not like outward annoyance with it. Yeah, but people don't seem to be incredibly happy.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure, or Alex especially is not entirely sure if that's because, just because of traffic being formed, or if it's because of what they are. I guess I'll find out.
Who knows?
Yes.
Hey, Joe, do you know
but,
anything about all this? I mean, since we're here for a few minutes.
It is new to me from where I am from.
Oh.
Religious figures don't typically parade themselves like this.
Joe, you know this place well. What are these guys all about?
Would I know anything?
You can anyone who wants to, they can roll a religion check
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Where is
to see if they know who these people are.
the 15. Oh no,
Almost
wait.
an 8.
That was at disadvantage. The first roll 15.
Yeah, 15.
I put it.
Almost an 8.
I
that's
guess
15.
I still have. Never mind. It is disadvantage. It's 10 because I still have a level of exhaustion.
Okay, 10.
10.
Okay. So you with a 10, you're not entirely certain. You the name is on the tip of your tongue. You can't think of it, but what you do know is that this is sort of like a independent religious organization.
Oh,
Not don't really remember the name off the top of my head, but they're an independent group that. Do I have an idea of what they worship or no? Do they worship like Star
Oh
Children?
yeah, you know it's a Star Children thing.
It's a different separate group that worships the Star Children. There's many of them, I'm sure. I'm not really sure which one they are. I'd have to look into it and look into my book, see if I can figure it out. But there are many of them, so not quite sure.
That's pretty cool.
If you were wondering who these people are, the organization that called themselves, the guy turns around here and you all talk about this.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, we are with them.
I forgot about this guy.
The group that called themselves the Burning Hand.
His
They've
name.
occupied the city for some time now. Not occupied, they've been occupants of the city for some time now.
Oh yes, that would explain them. Yeah, that's usually how I remember them. He starts scribbling in his small notebook.
Quite a rowdy group, but they're just priests at the end of the day. But eventually the procession passes. People seem relieved. As you continue to make your way through, once again, as you make it further into the city, the scenery seems to change again. Where before the first area just seemed poor. The next area seems the next area you entered when you were stopped by the procession seemed just more it seemed more business and commercial related. This next area seems very, upper class. Everything is a lot nicer. A lot fewer people are traveling through this area. And if they are, it's typically in groups. No one is really traveling alone here. But you eventually pass through this area and get to the second wall. Stop for a moment by gate guards, but when they see the group that you're traveling with, they let you through into the interior wall, where the first thing that you notice, the most obvious thing, is the massive fort that is standing sort of not in the center, but it's to the side, and it's attached to the wall itself. There's a couple other buildings. There's one sort of for not that the majority of you would have any reference of what this is, but for the players, there's sort of an arena coliseum looking building. Seems to be like a training grounds area, a smith. Some other buildings strewn around, and then on the other end of the entrance you're on, there's a very, not large, but a very nice looking, almost noble manor looking kind of building on the other end. But there's the governor's estate. We'll be taking you there. You can have there. You can give your information. They take you through. Eventually, getting towards the building, you get to the you enter into the building. They take you to the second floor, into a long hallway. Before they sort of get to a door, and they, if all of you wouldn't mind, I'd have to ask that you remain out here. If we need you, we'll call you in, but Please remain out here. You, scouts, come inside. You can give your debriefing. Oakham and Arthur will make sure you don't get into. Make sure your friends don't get up into anything.
One second.
Sure. So, the captain and Trill and the other, the cloaked figure, walk into the governor's room, and you guys with Squall, Edgerm, Richard the Brave, and the other,
yeah.
the half elk, the half orc, and the mage are left outside.
I forgot Richard the Brave was here.
Oh yeah.
Yep, he's still with you guys. But we'll see if anything happens outside in a second. Trill, you are taken into the room.
Sorry, I thought I was unmuted already. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Trill, you're taken into the room, and the first thing you notice instantly is that it almost looks like a bomb went off in here. It's not very organized. Like there is a level of someone tried to organize this room, but they either gave up or they're not very good at it.
Have I done one of these missions before where I brought information here to show Bulwark?
I'm gonna say no. You haven't. You haven't come to show Bulwark. I'd say this is your first time traveling all the way through forest to the city.
Got it.
But yeah, you entered this room, and seated at just a nice-ish, not seated. There, at this nice wooden desk, you just see a person sitting, and their head is just against the table. Governor, we have someone who'd like to meet you. Their head pops up off the table. Oh, what is it? You see an elven woman. She has not dressed that your own organization wears, but just fairly it's like parade uniform for a military. It's like the nice shit. But her uniform in particular looks very unkempt, and like it hasn't been washed, and she's just been wearing it for like days at a time. Oh, hello. You have something you want to oh, someone new. Hello. What's your name?
It's nice to meet you, ma'am. My name is Trill. I'm a member of the Order of the Watchkeepers.
Right, and you are here because
I'm here to deliver the what did I say? Well, the monthly report from the commander of the Watchkeepers, as well as bring some information about a cult growing in the region of the forest.
See, it's been a month already. A cult, you say? Well, why did you start going into it? One second, I need to find a pen and paper.
Don't roll. We all need pen and paper. I have no notes on this session so far.
There we go. Yes. Monthly report, eh? Well, why don't you start? You said something about a cult in the forest?
Yes. The cult of the Old God, as they call themselves, I believe, I'm not sure if they've been mentioned in any formal reports. I think the one I have here mentions a little bit about them, but on my journey here, I had a run-in with them, and that is why my visit was delayed.
I see. Concerning? Well, do you have any information about what they want, where they're operating, what they're doing?
A decent bit. So the he pulls out his map he was drawing on the fly during their travels.
Yeah.
Around here within the forest was the place we were first brought to when our caravan was captured by them. The place is desolate now. At least when we left it, there was no one left alive there. We woke up, escaped from our cage, and found many people dead in a pit of a room at the bottom of the lair. But as we ascended, we encountered a few cultists and made to keep one as a. My brain does not want to function today. Fuck. Keep one as a prisoner, but managed to escape while we were busy dealing with other cultists that arrived.
I see. We, you say? Who?
Oh, sorry. There were other members of the caravan that were capable of fighting.
I see.
I worked with to help get out of the situation.
Right.
And then we traveled more east to head towards here, and ran into the village of Springshaven, that newly established place right on the river.
Mm-hmm.
Within there was a member of the Whitaker family, Harold Whitaker.
Yes, the Whitaker family.
Who was actually a member of this cult, and
Ah,
he made a big fuss trying to get us to kill off the nearby village of Wood Elves. When we refused, and he realized that we were the people who escaped from the other cult location, he had tried to have us killed, which we were lucky to escape from. And around here, pointing to the last spot we were at, there is a base that these cultists were operating out of on top of a hill. We stormed the place to take in Harold as a prisoner and to see what was happening in there, because there were also two people from Springshaven that had been kidnapped. We found them there, brought them back to Springshaven, and then we made our way here. And that covers most of our interaction with it, minus finer details. In this book here, and I'll slide it, this is a book of locations of interest for the cult. Places they are interested in or things they're interested in.
see.
And I believe that's the only book I have for them, right? That's all I have marked.
Yeah, I think that's all you had.
Yeah. So I'm going to take that out of my inventory when I give it to her.
Okay, cool. She will take it. She picks up the book and just like throws it behind her.
Yeah,
Yes.
sounds right. I believe that is most of what happened. I mean, he flips through one of his books that he keeps. Yes, that covers most of our interaction with it. Again, to find details, but the cult has made itself fairly well integrated within the area between I'd say around the central Mona Forest towards Showbow
Quite concerning. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Didn't. If they're attacking caravans now, they must be quite bold. On the way through the forest, did you happen to encounter any undead?
Right as we neared Showbow, we encountered one, and that is when your men and Jannar came to help us and assist us. But one of the members of our group was able to take care of it before their intervention was necessary.
Really? But none in the forest itself, correct?
Not on our way through, no.
Good, good. Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any? I know you have the. Do you have like a? Just out of character. Do you have like a written sort of report to like turn
Yeah,
in?
I have
Or
a
is it
I have a
okay?
letter. I have a envelope letter. I will
Got
pull
it,
that
got
out
it.
now and slide that to her. This is the report from the commander of the Watchkeepers about the goings on within the forest
That
and
is
nearby.
good, good. Well, currently, I would say you're free to go. But currently, situation has been developing here and around the city. Your aid might be needed in the coming few days. Since you ran into one, there's a peculiar undead movement happening south of the city. Mostly seems to remain south of the river, but some have started to cross over. In case anything happens with that, we might need you. Also, rumors of a group, some sort of terror group out in the city slums has been making its way towards the center. We might request your assistance, especially some with your skills, to be able to lend a hand in that. But also, until this horde is passed, I don't think I can just let you out of the city. I'll get in contact with you again at some point, but for now, I'm gonna have to ask that you stay here. I'll send William and his men to find you if I need you in the future, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Do you have anything else to report? Anything else of interest?
No, ma'am. That is everything I have.
Right. Okay. Well, I need to get back to taking my nap.
I hope you enjoy it.
I'll try.
Turn
Um,
around and walk
yeah,
out with the others.
It's been about 5 minutes. And Trill comes back with the other two members of the squad. Oh, Matthew, I can do that too. Watch this.
No way.
He's not there though.
Why'd you move
He's
him?
not there. I don't know.
Sad face.
I'll ask
Sad
Will about
face.
it next time I talk to him.
I don't know where he is. You can't ask anymore, so he's not there.
I'll ask Will about it later.
Huh?
I'll ask Will where it went later.
You can certainly try.
We will be shot on sight.
But yeah, Trill walks out of the room. You're all waiting there.
Yep.
He shows up while I'm mid conversation with your boy. Who's your boy? Who's the
Which one?
the member of the team that stayed with us?
Two of them stayed with you. So there's the half orc, and then the elven mage stayed with you too.
The brute stayed.
The half orc and the mage.
Yeah, what's
the
he do?
mage.
The half orc's the fighter.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm asking him about like how they train, like how they go about.
Well, for folk like me, it's very different from folk like you little folk.
I'm looking at him.
Yeah, typically I train by lifting heavy objects and throwing them.
Just throwing him? That's an effective way to train?
No, not really, but it's fun.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Well, what's like the biggest thing that you could throw?
Well, I could probably throw. I could probably throw like a tree, but I couldn't pull it out of the ground. That's too much.
Yeah. You could throw a whole tree though?
Not very far. I could throw it.
I could probably throw like a tiny tree, like a little sapling out the ground.
Oh, you're a tiny person, so sure you can throw a tiny tree.
Well, I'm not that small.
You're pretty small.
Just looking up at him.
Oh,
What kind of weapon do you use since you're so big?
you haven't noticed? He pulls his his great axe out from that he's been that's been on his back the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah, I use this. Cut people's heads off.
Oh, you keep it. Is it clean?
Yeah, it's clean.
You keep it pretty clean since you cut a lot of people's heads off.
Well, I don't usually cut people's heads off, but I can use it for that.
Oh, what is it normally used for if you're not cutting people's heads off?
Not much really.
Yeah.
We don't do much, unfortunately. We're just staying around, keeping the peace or whatever.
You could cut down trees to then throw them.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. I think we should go throw some trees sometime.
Yeah, maybe we could. Oh wait, no, I don't think we can go through any trees.
Why?
Yeah, Captain said we can't go outside too often. Undead horde and all that.
What?
Can't be that big of a horde. We only saw one.
Oh yeah, but yeah, but where's one? There's always more.
Yeah.
At least that's what the captain says.
That.
I found a similar thing when I see like trees and stuff. I think, wow, there's one right there. Surely there might be another at least nearby.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Trill.
Oh, hello, Trill.
Nice to meet you. I have been asked to stay in the city longer to help deal with potential issues that could arise within Endovens. I don't know what you all plan to do, but if you wish, we can cut ties now. I know you all have your own lives to live.
The party disbands.
Yes.
It's nice knowing
Everyone, it's nice knowing you
See you
guys.
guys later.
everyone simultaneously. Yeah, that's a good idea. See ya.
Get out of here, bro. Fuck this.
Well, me and Squall have to stay a while. Me, Squall, and Edrum have to stay a while. While Squall gets some work done. The reason we came and stuff. But if there's aid to be given, I'm always here to lend a hand.
I'm sure that would be quite appreciated considering the skill with that sort of things.
Whiskey, you're pretty good at beating up undead, right?
Oh yeah, he's most professional.
Whiskey, you're pretty good at fighting the undead, right? You know a lot about them. Michael nods.
I didn't think about that. That would be something good to watch. I'm assuming.
Why is Michael saying ah?
Did,
Oh, I haven't been
Jamal-
reading any of Michael's messages. Sorry, Michael. About
Alright.
Alex, I don't think you can throw a tree.
did Jannar and William, I think was the leader, but they
Yep.
walk out with me when I left.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, they walked out with you.
Actually, that is a good point to note. The man here, Whiskey, he is familiar with the area and the swamps. And you might know a bit about these undead creatures. I'm not sure how much you know, but he might know something. And our friend here, Drone, was the one with the ability to vanquish that undead before. I'm not sure if she's willing to to assist, but
Well, you two are willing. Certainly wouldn't mind talking. Although I imagine your friend here is a practitioner of holy magics, correct?
so
More or less.
Those seem to be effective against the undead.
So it seems.
Yes, we saw. It was quite impressive. If you have any information to offer, it'd be appreciated, although not sure information alone will stop this horde.
I am new to this as any new I'm new to this than anyone here. I do not know much, but I did come here to destroy them and figure out why they're existing to begin with.
To answer Michael's question, yes, you do know more information. Although it's more about general types of undead that you come across, and sort of how they're dealt with by different groups in Sanctuary. So you know a bit. You don't know nothing. You know along the lines like, oh, this is an amalgam. The mages deal with it. This is this is that thing. This is how we deal with it. This other thing. That's how we deal with it. But nothing too in depth. Yes, you can. You can do that, Michael. You do that. They do that. Whiskey does that. Well, I'm glad you're here then. I'm glad you're here to wipe out undead, because just so happens there seems to be a lot of them around.
From what I understand, they should not be this far away from the marshes.
No, they should not. They typically stay in the marshes. They don't really roam out don't really roam out here. There's been reports that they've been roaming out into the south of Mona Forest, but we've been getting those reports for ages, and it hasn't been any threat to anyone, but it's unprecedented. Massive group just moved in all of a sudden, and they've been passing through the area, laying waste to anything they find in their way.
I'm actually pretty new to this area. What causes an undead?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Is it a
Not
new
really.
thing, or has there always been?
No, the undead have been around for centuries. They haven't been an issue, though. They typically stick to the swamps and the kingdom. They built a wall down in Saucy Plains, so there isn't much intrusion from that area.
Is it like just people rise from their graves down in the marshes?
We don't know. I doubt there's enough people in the marshes, though, for that.
Speaking of,
So for Michael, so That's a bit of a question. So you don't know that. You just know that their numbers have been increasing, or at least you've noticed more of them, and they've become more aggressive. Um, they can definitely be destroyed, but yeah. You've seen more in recent years, and they've been more active.
I have another character question.
Yes.
So to further go off of the they don't think that it's like the people from the marshes because they can't just be rising out of their grave. Are there any cases where like the undead is someone knows, or is it basically like these undead are just like undead monsters, like they're just monsters, like not they aren't actually like a person's grandma that came up from their grave and.
So you're not really familiar with it. Like Alex wouldn't know. Whiskey.
Is there like just general world knowledge of that?
There's some general world knowledge. They're considered undead. They are considered zombies and skeletons and all of that come. That's sort of where you're familiar with, and you know that in areas, especially more affluent areas, people will have graves that are enchanted so that undead do not rise up.
Okay, so these undead aren't just like monsters that are about. They are actually people that come back from the dead.
But the undead, so everyone calls them undead. They are skeletons, they are zombies, they are ghouls, stuff like that. But they only originate from the marshes. The undead are nowhere else in the world.
Do they enchant their graves in other parts of the world?
Do they enchant their armors?
They do.
Do they enchant their armors?
Yeah.
I don't see why they would enchant their graves.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
I think it was a Minecraft reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Graves are enchanted. To it. Yeah, you give that information over. Yes, we've It's the only thing that makes sense. They've considering how they've been going in areas that they haven't been before.
Love me that.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not too knowledgeable on the subject myself. I've never had to deal with them before. Not until a couple days ago.
Whiskey, I didn't know you left because the zombie or the undead were getting out of hand. I guess if it's that bad to drive you from your home, I guess it makes sense that they're getting this aggressive. What can we do besides just fend them off?
Fortunately, he's right. We just have to wait until they pass. We're not in any danger here in the city. It's walled. We have supplies to last for weeks, months, if needed. Eventually, they should lose steam, or there should be a response from the kingdom, but won't be safe to leave the city right now. Not entirely certain where they are at this point. We thought that the majority of them were south of the city, but if one of the larger ones was able to meet you on the north side, could mean they've crossed the river at this point.
What should we do?
But I don't want to keep you here all day. You can, if you want to stay and talk, that's fine. by me. I know that there are people more knowledgeable in the group than I, but you all are free to go if we need you. But we'll stay in contact. Your friend Trill here has might have a job or two to do while he's here.
All right, cool. Squall, you wanna go see about that thing we're supposed to do?
T-posing Squall says yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Deeper voice than regular Squall.
Edgem, you wanna
Oh, you sound different. You're okay.
Edgem, you wanna find maybe like an inn nearby and
Man, Edgerm is it's weird. You know, he just seems really out of it right now. Like he's not, there
He's not
mentally
there.
right now.
okay, you were scaring me. I thought he was gonna die. I thought something was actually about to happen. I was like,
No,
He just falls over. He just
He's
falls
fine.
over.
I was like, wait,
He
I
just
didn't-
falls
not
over.
there. He's just not there mentally right now.
I didn't hijack Daniel's character for a second to apply his hand salve, so I thought something was about to happen to him.
He just falls over dead.
Anyway, on Daniel's behalf, Daniel's character applies his hand salve.
Yeah.
So Alex
Just,
asked
1 second.
Edgerm to like try and find an inn and start like doing his magic, so that we can eventually stay there tonight. And start getting
Sure.
all that arranged.
Ed, you've sent out your NPC right now.
Yeah,
You're gonna go try and
NPC Edgerm.
and I'll follow.
He's gonna
Squall
try
to
and
go around
find
his
he's going to try and find a tavern for you. If
Mhm.
anyone wants to go anywhere else, that's fine. Right now, you don't know anything that's in the city. You know that there's 4 distinct areas inside of it, but other than that, you don't know anything.
I
that's here.
trust Eddie to figure this out.
Sure. Okay, I will
Cool.
roll a D100 for him.
See where he ends up. You don't get to the
Cool.
Cloud District very often, do you? What am I saying? Of course you don't.
You want to go to Squall to try and find that place that you have to go?
Actually, no, I changed my
Maddie,
mind.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay,
I don't know what you were gonna say, but you don't have to say anymore because I changed my mind.
no, go.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you
so
want to do?
I changed my mind. I don't actually want to do that with Squall. I want Squall to come with me, and we're gonna follow Dro around.
You
Me.
can follow Dro around.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. And I imagine Squall would just stick with me.
Sure.
Okay.
Just put all the pressure on Dro real quick.
Yeah. In that case,
Anything you want to do around here, Dro?
Just FYI, Richard the Brave is still here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ignoring him. Hopefully something goes and makes him go away.
Well, he is your prisoner right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just drop him off with these guys.
Yeah, I agree. Have him
You know
testify.
what, we'll just keep him. We'll keep him around for a session.
We'll keep him around for the
Okay.
session.
We'll keep
Okay.
him around for the session.
Sure.
So is he also following
whole
Dro?
we'll let the whole group next session figure out what we want to do with them.
Is he also following Dro?
We'll have
Yeah.
the whole group figure out what you're gonna do with.
Yeah, we'll have the whole group figure it out.
Okay, he'll just NPC behind us with Squall.
Yeah,
Yep.
holy shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, Whiskey, you want to come? You want to come with us, Whiskey?
Oh my god, everyone follows Joe. Swear to God.
Awesome.
Fuck.
Awesome. I high five Whiskey.
um,
Okay, you high five.
Let's see. Let's see if he
I have a few-
reciprocates. Nice.
I have a few things in mind. If you wish to join, you can.
Cool.
Turns to then like one of the night, like the person that was talking to us.
I'll do the half work. Or the
No.
leader?
No, the
Oh.
night.
The
The
leader.
human
I
dude.
love the
Yeah,
I
the
love the
human.
half work.
Maybe you can talk with them some more at some point. Who knows?
Do you know where to sell some items?
Oh, what are you looking to sell?
Just a ring and a weapon.
The ring, is it jewelry or just a copper or silver imitation ring?
will take out the ring, and it is a signet ring for my adventuring gear. I would say it's similar. It's like jewelry almost. But you can see it's obviously been used, as it's been used for sealing wax for like letters and stuff.
Right. Well, if you're trying to sell a weapon and that ring, I'd recommend going to the business district. It's where we were when we got held up by the Burning Hand. There should be a marketplace that you should find that would be able to pick those off your hands.
Mm. Also, would you know where a grave site would be, or is that out of town?
There's, there is a grave in a sense out of town, but in the town there's in the town there is a grave site. Private. It's a private grave site. You might be able to gain entry at the cathedral.
And then finally,
That'll be in the noble district. It's the area right outside.
then finally, do you know where the Burning Hand is located?
Well,
Their
the
main
cathedral.
headquarters. Oh, it's at the cathedral?
Oh, that's convenient.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time.
No problem. If you need us, we'll probably be here.
We are allowed to move between districts.
You should be able to move between all the districts. The only one you'll have in trouble is the fort. It's getting inside the inner wall. But if Trill is there, he might be able to help you.
We know a guy.
He knows a guy.
I walk away like I know a guy.
Dro
Right?
looks at Alex like, where's she going?
The cathedral.
The cathedral.
Duh.
Obviously going
I
to
mean,
the
look
cathedral.
at me walking directly towards the cathedral, my guy. Open your eyes.
Turns the opposite direction. There's the cathedral.
All right. I'm not doing Zorro Simulator here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the cathedral.
Yeah. The five of us go to the cathedral.
We JoJo Part 2 walk into the cathedral.
Okay, well, I'd like, the district, and it's a cathedral, so it's a little easier to spot, but I'd like a perception check to be made.
Who wants to give me advantage?
No, I'm rolling by myself. Screw you.
All right.
Yeah, well, you roll by
You
yourself.
should. You definitely should. That was an 11 I got.
Unnatural 20, boys. This is why we roll by ourselves.
Let's go. Oh, Whiskey said it will help.
Help
Okay,
her as in
Whiskey,
me, not
you'll
her
help
as
her.
in.
Yeah, that's better. That
check
is
this
a 23.
And I got Chin's
Yeah,
pizza.
you're 20. You're unnatural 20.
22.
Can I have some?
I already bid this piece, this last piece.
Yeah, but I'll just rip a piece off.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyways.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah. That is.
Anyways.
Is the cathedral like Burning Hand themed? Like, is it like red and whatever the colors are?
No. So it looks. It looks like a Catholic cathedral.
Pog. All right.
White stone. A lot of the glass though is sort of displaying a night scene. It displays the lucent, the green. I think the green barrier that just around the planet that kind of looks like a constant aurora borealis.
Mhm.
Cool.
Some scenes of the twin suns
Mhm.
But yeah, with the 20 and a 23, quite easily pick out. It's about 20-30 minute walk over,
Could I
but
get
you
like
eventually get out of there.
could I get like a 20-second summary of what the Star Children believe?
What the Star Children believe? Okay, yeah, you can get the summary. So basically, opinion is divided slightly.
Yeah.
So the story is that Alzir used to be just a desolate rock that nothing could live on. And one day, the Star Children, which were creations themselves, came down and seeded the world with life. And then one day, the Star Children's creators were wanted to destroy Alzir, so they fought a big war. Eventually, it was a losing battle. They couldn't defeat their own creators. So what they did as a final act is they sacrificed their own lives to create the barrier. Yeah, and everyone lives happily ever after. And every 10 years or so, you go and there's basically like a big continent-wide celebration.
How close were we to that?
Undertale.
Hooray!
How close were we to that?
You are an indiscernible amount of months to weeks away from that.
Let's go.
Like 100 months, something like that. Like we're a while away.
You're close. It's within
Okay.
the year.
Oh, within the year. All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So we're coming up. This is a big. This is
Coming
like
up. It's called the Star Children Ceremony.
yeah. This is a pretty
big,
big historic event coming up in the next while.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is some divided opinion though. So some people view that the Star Children are actual gods themselves.
Mm.
Some people are just like, they're clearly not gods. Gods, if they're gods, they're all dead now. Clearly not.
Yeah, clearly weren't gods if they're all dead now.
Clearly weren't gods.
What's the non-denominational Christian opinion here?
What's the non-denominational Christian opinion?
Yeah.
There aren't any.
Okay. And then what's the hyper specific Catholic opinion? Is that the burning hands?
You don't know anything about what the Burning Hands
Yeah.
believe.
Okay.
But yeah, there's divided opinion. Most people. So if you're a religious person, you believe that the Star Children themselves are gods. If you're not religious, if you don't follow closely, then you don't think they're gods. You just think that they're, very powerful beings that, created life on the planet, but not gods.
Is that basically a historic fact? Or is that even up to opinion? Or is it basically like Star Children were real? Like whether gods or not isn't sure, but they were real?
There isn't really much dispute over their existence. But at the end of the day, the story is a bit of myth and legend. But there are people like, no, they don't exist. They don't.
Okay.
There's a lot of signs that something existed beforehand. But yeah.
Right.
And
okay.
that's where some of the people who come were like, they're not gods. They might have just been like an advanced civilization or something.
Right.
Before us. Yeah. But there's no one's like that's like, no, they don't exist. The story itself is up to interpretation.
Right.
It varies from place to place.
So Alex would totally be on board with the Star Children being gods. She'd probably be pretty interested in what these guys believe. So we're gonna go in here. Let's check this out. Dro, opinions?
I know you were gonna say something beforehand. Oh my god, David.
Say what?
And then I went into that description.
Something about us coming up on the cathedral.
Oh, I was to say we just go into the cathedral.
Okay, well you do go into the cathedral.
Awesome.
Oh, one second,
but
guys.
does Alex ask Dro about her opinion on the Star Children or no?
Probably not yet. I'm sure
Yeah.
that might come up.
Dude,
Alex also isn't openly saying hers. That was just Matthew making that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's just.
Want to make sure. We go into the cathedral if we can.
Yeah. So the doors are open. You walk in. area itself is fairly dimly lit. I know most of you have dark vision, so it isn't too much of an issue. There is a source of light, so you can see relatively clear. But even if you couldn't, you could still see. It's just dimly lit. There's not that many people there, but there's rows and rows and rows. It's truly like a massive building on the inside. There's rows and rows and rows of pews that lead up to a central altar at the other end of the building. And behind it is a massive stained glass window, which sort of depicts the final scene of the story of the Star Children sacrificing themselves to protect everyone else. There are people, and you do notice the majority of the people who are here are similar looking people from what you saw in the procession. You know, these white cloaked figures whose robes are embroidered with red and like gold outlines, very like unique designs. But there's not the same massive number of people that you saw earlier. But yeah, there's definitely people here.
Are there any non-ordained people?
Doesn't
here?
seem to be any active service going on.
Are there any people here that aren't like actively?
Yeah, there are. You see some, but it's like a handful, maybe like 4 or 5 people.
Okay, so more so there's people that are actually like, organization members.
Yeah, you'd say the majority.
In the lay people.
There's probably about 20 people that you can see inside the building, and about 5 of those are lay people.
Cool.
Okay. Dro will walk up to one of the lay people.
Stand behind her.
Okay. Just a general trend of all the regular people that you notice inside the building is that they all look like, if not nobles, very wealthy people.
Noted.
That's something. And Whiskey is standing behind Alex, who is behind Dro.
Okay.
I think I don't know. I think
No, Whiskey standing unless you have any objection. You vocalize any objection to Whiskey standing.
Next to Alex, we're both behind.
Yeah,
Dro.
next to Alex.
I see. There we go.
And then the 2 NPCs are T-posing behind them.
Yeah, they're T-posing
They're
in the back.
flipping
by
in
the
and out of
entrance.
walls.
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah,
they're
it's
going,
really weird. They're
about
making
to go
that
in-
like slapping noise.
Yeah, don't look at them. Don't even mind them.
they're about to
Yeah,
go into the
please.
back rooms. Dro will walk up to one of the lay persons and wait for them to notice their presence, which would probably be pretty obvious since we're not
Yeah, they
at all
notice you
meeting
pretty
ourselves.
quickly. Yeah, they notice you pretty quickly, like as you're walking up. It's a this person looks like an elf, as you'd expect most of the more wealthy people to be. They look at you and they give you a strange. They kind of like go to ignore you, like going like almost trying to pretend that they haven't noticed you yet.
This is a creepy sight for them. Imagine you're just a normal person. You have Dro
Yeah.
come up and just like,
Yeah, fucking Dro is 6'5", just
with a swordswoman and like scruffy looking dude next to
a scary
them.
mask, a fucking skeleton shield
Yeah.
on her back.
This is not
just-
a pleasant. Yeah, this is not a
Yeah,
comforting
that's-
scene.
Not a pleasant.
Dro will stand up, like about like 5 feet away from them, looking down, essentially both waiting for them to acknowledge everyone, but also like the presence of all of us is kind of hard to ignore.
We're mogging them.
Waiting there, maybe like 20-30 seconds. Like he keeps like subtly checking back between like you and like
Dro
the
is
building.
just dead staring.
He's thinking to himself, surely they're just looking for a seat, right? They're not actually trying to interact with
Yeah.
me. Right? And that hope of his is slowly
eventually
going
looks
away.
looks back over to you. Hello, is there something you need?
I just have a few questions for you, if you're not too busy.
Oh. If you have a few questions, please make it quick.
Do you perhaps know where? Are we allowed to go visit the graves you keep here?
Family graves, mostly you'd have to talk to one of the people who run the cathedral.
Is there a way for me to get in contact with them?
All over the place.
Just the head priest walking by.
Can you point to me to one of them? I am new here.
He gestures to all of these members that you've been identified to you as members of the Burning Hand.
Thank you. And Joe will walk away.
You're quite welcome.
And
When we
up
walk
to-
away, I'll lean over and say, "I'm so sorry," and keep walking by.
You say what?
I'm so sorry because we interrupted what he was doing.
Goes back to what he's doing, just for trying to pretend like that didn't happen.
Didn't happen. He has a wild fucking story to tell.
I have a
He's
question.
fucking.
Yes.
No, not for the guy. Not for the guy.
Yes.
What's been like the races
Yes.
of everybody in the city? Or are they all like a certain group of races?
Yeah, they're pretty big racist.
So what you've noticed most of is elf. You'd say 60% of the people that you've seen here are elves,
Okay.
and then maybe followed by 30% human, and then 20% other races. Honestly, after that, it's probably like 15% like dwarves, and then 5% like you don't see many other races besides that.
Okay, so a lot of common races, specifically
Yeah.
elves and then humans.
I would assume high elves, right?
Yeah. It's mostly high elves. It's you don't see any drow. You haven't
Yeah.
seen a single drow. You've seen
Yeah.
wood elves, no drow.
Have we seen any wild elves?
They're the same thing.
Yikes!
You're racist. You're gonna need to get out of my
Racist over
you
here.
need to get out of my D&D campaign right now.
Michael even said it. Yeah. Okay. All right,
You
cool.
go
I just
to
wanted
one
to
of
check.
the clergy men.
Yeah, you go up to one of the hooded figures. Yeah. They notice you approaching. They turn to you. Hello, is there any service I can offer?
I would like to know if it is possible to visit the graves you keep here.
Yes, it is possible to visit the graves. We will need you to meet with the... You will need to meet with the headmaster and be checked over, but it should be possible. Are you visiting family?
No, I simply want to
Oh, man.
give my blessings to the ones that have passed to make sure they do not rise anymore.
I see. Wait here a moment, I shall retrieve the headmaster.
This guy has no idea we're a bunch of necromancers.
No, it's my face when they don't
Yeah.
I
know.
got no idea.
Yeah, they don't know you're a
My face
necromancer
when they
from
don't know
the
we're
person
the
who...
one causing the undead outbreak.
Yeah, they don't know.
He doesn't know that you're a
Body
necromancer
snatching.
after having talked to someone who has a skeleton on their shield
Yeah, literally.
and wants to bless the graveyard.
Hey man, he walks up with a giant skeleton on shield that's moving and stuff, and a mask. Could I see your dead bodies? Might I ask why? I just want to see them.
No reason.
I just want to see them. No reason.
Please, I just
Yeah,
want to see
no
them.
clue, guys. They have no clue at all what's going on.
Please. This is so suspicious.
It's body snatching time.
His body snatching time. His research.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he turns and he walked towards one of those random side rooms they have in
Yeah.
big churches. Disappears from view. You're waiting there like
Yeah.
5-10 minutes before
I
anything
sit in a
happens.
pew if it's gonna take that long. I don't have all day.
Yeah,
Joe
you're like,
stand.
oh, it won't take that long. Minute passes.
Oh
2
my
minutes
God.
pass.
Joe stand.
3
I
minutes
sit
pass.
down. My legs are
Yeah.
tired. I'm walking all day.
Eventually, you do hear a door open, and you can't tell if it's exactly the same attendant that you talked to earlier, but you do see someone that looks different. It's an older looking human gentleman who, while he is wearing the robe, his hood is down, so you can see his face. And there's, the cloak itself is more elaborate, with not just designs being along the edge of the robe. There's also seems to be designs just covering the entire thing. A more predominant gold than red. Eventually they walk up to. Yes, you wished. I assume you are the ones who wish to see the graveyards.
Yes.
Very well. Second.
1 second. Looking. He
Very
just pulls
well.
up his
For all of those, yes, for all of those who would wish to come see them, I would ask that you follow us.
Joe, already standing, just steps up.
Is Alex coming?
In the pews, do they have like any pamphlets like that are readable? Okay, then no. I follow them. I was going to read, but no.
They have no readable pamphlets.
Damn.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
just
'Cause I'm
hand
pretty
those
good at
out.
reading too. My bad.
I'm sure you are.
I'm better than some of my other characters.
Okay.
Yeah, so I go.
Is Whiskey gonna accompany them? Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Smile.
Yep. He he sort of walks back towards where you saw walking up, past the altar and towards one of the side rooms. I would ask that you, young woman, points towards Alex.
I'm looking at.
Please enter.
Oh, okay. I answer.
We shall return shortly. And he enters the room and closes it with Whiskey and Dro standing outside.
Okay, I'm a little bit surprised that they closed the door. I don't see why they would go about doing that. I assumed that I was just leading and that everyone else was gonna follow me. Is there a
Wait.
reason? I think Whiskey said something.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not there. They're inside. They're inside that room now.
I guess he said it pretty loud into the door.
You don't get a response. You are traveling with your. Is that a friend of yours, I assume?
Yeah, looks at Whiskey.
Yeah, those are my friends. Is there a reason that I'm in here? Just me?
We are simply making sure you can be trusted. These are family graves,
Oh,
not
yeah.
often open to the public, although they can be viewed.
Yeah, okay, I see, yeah.
Yes, you have nothing to worry about if you're not.
Yeah,
Practice.
I understand. I wouldn't want stranger who I don't know going to my family's graves either.
Yes, yes. I hope you do. Do you have any magical items on you?
Like pat like my pockets. Magical items. Do I still have that scroll? Wait, let me check my inventory. I keep track of my inventory. I don't. I don't have the scroll. As far as I'm aware. Oh, if I do have the scroll, I do have the scroll. I just didn't put it in my thing because it doesn't weigh anything. I have the scroll and I have a potion of healing. I wonder if this counts. I have it folded like 4 ways, like flipped once and then flipped twice, just like the scroll. I've got this magical scroll.
That is a scroll of.
Matthew knows, but I don't actually remember. I'm not really one for magic.
One of. He can identify it if you would.
Oh yeah, thank you. I hand it over to him.
Which scroll is it? This is the Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah, this Expeditious Retreat.
Yeah. Says some magical phrases. There's a little light under the hood. Just nods at the man. Just nods at the main man. Yeah. Hands the scroll back to you. I see. Yes. And a healing potion, of course.
Oh yeah, just a healing potion. I keep
Yes.
on me.
Are you from the? Where do you live in the city?
Oh, I'm not actually from the city. I'm helping my
I see.
my friend's
You've traveled from outside.
Yeah, we're here for family business.
I see. Family business. From where exactly?
From Dos Arlas, down south.
I see. Well, I think you should be fine. My attendant here shall take you through the next door. You will wait out there. Your friend shall join you shortly.
Thank you. I walk by.
You walk through. Yeah, you're just waiting. You enter. You walk through. You're led through some doors, some hallways, some short hallways, till you eventually get towards, a gravesite. It's not like an ordinary grave. It's definitely it's definitely a lot more of those like taller personal graves, like those small like mausoleum structures that you see. None just like in the dirt. Just tells you to wait outside, and then he enters back in and closes the door behind him. Yeah, standing out there in the graveyard.
Cool. I'm just I just post up against the wall and just wait. I imagine my friends will be by shortly. Can I and David enact what they've been talking about or what they've been saying, just so it's rewatchable?
Yeah, you can.
Sure, why not? Give me your best whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pick up looks at Dro, shrugs. Oh, shakes head.
Joe just shakes her head.
Why would they just bring Alex?
Perhaps they are questioning her.
For what?
Our intentions to see the graves. We are strangers here.
Yeah, but you were the one who was particularly interested.
You both agreed to come with me. I guess they have to ask everyone.
Just surprised they took her first.
She looks the most innocent out of the three of us.
Bam! Door opens.
Thank God.
Not like that. It just opens. You see, the same two priests. You don't see Alex there. You, young man, please. Do you mind coming in here?
Sure.
Smile.
Thank you for your compliance. Brings you in. Closes the door, leaving Joe out there. Matthew takes a bite of his pizza.
Sure.
Yeah. We're gonna go through the questioning. You're gonna type everything. Well, we're just here to ensure that your intentions here are pure. These graves are family graves, not often accessible to outsiders. I understand that you are not of Shobulwalk, correct? Are you like your other friend? Are you from Dosalos? Or are you from some other province? Possibly the plains? Maybe you're a native to the forests?
Maybe you're an alien. Ooh.
It's like a video game waiting for you to pick a dialogue option.
Yeah,
It's like filling in the
literally.
blank space by saying maybe you're from the plains. Or...
Eventually, he waits so long that he starts getting angry. Where are you from?
Archers,
Where are you from?
fire.
God damn it!
You say you grew up in the marshes, and his face darkens. The marshes, you say? By... Are you a practitioner of magics? Of course you wouldn't. Any magical... any magical artifacts on your person?
Action belt.
I have a minute. If you do not mind, we will keep this on us while you are on the premises. We will return it to you after you leave. One final question. Do you know where in the city you are planning on staying?
In case we wanted to find you and kidnap you.
One of our companions.
I see. You are free to go. Nice one, playing Shell Shock Live. You are free to go. Please escort him. Similarly to Alex, you are escorted to the back where you meet Alex out in the back by the graves. And the attendant walks out, shows you where you go, walks back in, closes the door. You two are out there at the gravesite.
I don't know, but they were asking about magical stuff. I imagine they're worried about people interacting with the graves. Between you and me, Whiskey, they might try and take Dro's shield since there's a living skeleton on it. And I don't know how they're going to react to that. So we may want to just be ready to try and de-escalate an upcoming situation. Yeah,
Belt, man.
we should probably be ready to try and calm them down. If it really comes to it, I can go back in and just watch their shield, or we can give their shield to Squall, who's still in the pews.
While this conversation is happening, the door opens. Not at the back.
Maybe not. but
And
maybe
they call
proceed.
you in, Drill.
Yeah.
Please
Drill. Yeah.
come in.
Yeah. Joe walks in.
Eyeballs immediately. Looks him up and down.
No, it doesn't do that.
No, they're doing that to you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. There's like 4 armed guards like surrounding Joe.
This is just TSA, but never mind.
Yeah, literally. It's as long as TSA.
You walk into the room. You see the man that, the head figure they met earlier, and the first attendant that you met, and then you see another attendant. I am correct in saying that you are the one who wanted to see the graves.
You are correct.
And you as well as your friends are not from this place, are you?
I am not.
I must ask, what is the purpose of this mask you wear and that shield?
The mask helps keep my thoughts clear, while the shield helps me in combat.
Clear of what exactly?
Myself.
The shield, it helps you in combat. The skeleton, what for?
It provides a it allows me to cast holy magic to vanquish the undead.
Holy magic. So you are a practitioner, a believer, a follower of the Star Children?
I was raised to be.
But are you? Your silence is deafening.
I don't-
Speaks to the conscience of a corrupted soul. Your presence is not welcome in the graveyards.
I understand.
Please leave.
Is that what you wish? Then I will leave.
The one of the attendants goes to open the door for you.
Yeah, and Jar walks out.
The headmaster, the main person, follows out towards the altar. He's not following you, but he follows out towards the altar.
Mhm.
And as you're making your exit, he does say one last thing. I would not idle here. We will rid the corruption from this land and make it once again pure.
It seems that corruption is already spread here to begin with.
Very much so.
As Juro stares him down.
Stares you down.
Awkward.
Squall. We're leaving.
Yeah. Sure. Squall will leave with you. Back outside.
Yeah,
One of the
Squall
attendants.
and Squall and
Richard.
Richard.
Back out in the graveyard. One of the attendants comes out a few minutes later. Unfortunately, your friend will not be able to join you, but you may view the premises as necessary. We
Thanks.
Thank you for putting in the quotes. It makes it a lot.
Yes, we know what you're
more clear.
thinking and what you're saying.
Yeah.
Everything before is the thoughts.
See, look, that's thought. That's thought right there.
That's a thought.
Yeah.
There was potential conflict. Your friend's intentions did not seem pure. They were asked to leave, and they cooperated. If that is what you believe, unfortunately her entrance has been refused. If you wish to leave, then you are more than welcome. Of course, yes. Follow me just this way. Would you also like to leave, ma'am?
Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll follow you out. Yeah.
Right this way, then. Real quick. Hey,
Hmm?
Joe. What's your passive?
My passive?
Perception.
15.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, so you walk out of the room. You were led out by the attendant. They do your belt back, one of the cloaked attendants, and they lead you back out into the main area. You don't see. I'm misinterpreting, but you do not see Alex and Whiskey, you don't see Dro, Richard, or Squall.
I guess they really wanted to get out of here once they were turned away. Yeah. We, as politely as we can, speed walk down the
Okay.
aisle.
Sure. Dro.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We
You
would say-
exit this cathedral.
Yeah.
You can. It's sort of in the middle of the nobles district, but like away from the entrance. It's probably on the. It's probably to the left of the entrance to the inner wall. You could, go somewhere else in the noble district, or you could go into the other.
I think
Into
Joe
one of
would
the
have.
other districts.
I think Joe would have waited.
Okay.
Outside the cathedral, Joe's smart enough to understand that the two of them would have come back if Joe was not there. Continued on.
Okay.
So yeah, she just leaves the cathedral with Squall just to get out of there, and stands in the direction of where she would believe the commercial district is, but
Mhm.
otherwise we'll just be standing there waiting with Squall and Richard, trying to ignore them T-posing in the ground.
It's hard.
Getting proceedingly more difficult.
It's really getting hard. It started out A poses at the beginning of the session. It's only
their arms have been raising.
Yeah,
Behavior's gotten only more and more odd.
yeah.
but yeah. Not too. You don't have to wait too long. Whiskey and Alex come out of the building.
Dro, what happened?
Hey yo.
They deemed me unpure. So I was bored from entering. Apparently, my belief wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, we didn't really get questioned. I know I didn't, but I guess Whiskey didn't either. We didn't really get questioned on our faith.
Well, you two are not holding a skeleton, now are you?
I guess. Is there any way that we can get back there without them knowing? I mean, what we're trying to do is good.
I would rather not cause an incident in this city.
What do your prayers do?
Nothing. There's that. Prayers.
Well, I guess we'll just have to settle for praying from afar for right now.
I am more or less content that this organization is keeping them safe. In any case, I hope they don't become an issue. Their doctrine, well, hasn't really been explained much to me. I believe I understand what they aim to do. Well, sorry for wasting both everyone's time. I guess let us move on.
That wasn't your fault. Maybe before we leave, we can try something. What do you think, Whiskey?
Yeah, what do you think, Whiskey?
Whiskey is typing.
In any case, I think we should just move on from this event and try to be a little bit more productive. Though I am grateful that you're trying to defend me in this case.
Where's Trill right now?
Yes. Where is Trill right now?
I think he's a,
Trill would have gone to find. Trill would have gone to go buy some arrows probably first, and then maybe look for a place to stay.
Okay. Well, let's see if you can find a place to buy arrows. Trill, can you roll me? Unless you're doing anything else, could you roll me investigation
Yeah.
perception?
What's higher? Disadvantage either way, but which is higher?
Roll me perception, not investigation.
Okay, you chose. 7.
Okay. You're going around. You're looking. It's been about an hour at this point. You still haven't found anything. You've kind of you walked to that sort of commercially area that you saw originally. And you've been looking around, but you haven't found anything that sells like weaponry or arrows yet.
No, fuck this. I'm too tired for this. She's just gonna give up for now.
Okay. You gotta look for a place to stay?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for an eat or something.
Okay. Can you roll me perception?
Again,
so you can't find anything.
4!
My
You can't
God.
find an inn. You can't find arrows.
You're
These places don't exist.
You're really tired. You're really eepy. You're wandering around. There's just tons of people, tons of noise. Like this is a lot for, there's a lot of new. This place is just freaking massive. You cannot find it. You spend another just hour looking around. No clue. You don't even know where you are in the city anymore.
Can he be in front of the cathedral?
I'm just gonna see if I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can possibly make my way back to where we were and talk to someone, or just like wait around, see if I see anybody on the way, like
Sure.
anybody like Alex and all them.
Yeah, you can just roll perception. You're still at disadvantage, but it's a
What
low
time's the
DC.
charm?
15.
That's what we like to see.
15. Okay. Yeah. So it's been about 2 hours. Where has your group gone?
We would have gone to the commercial center after the cathedral, so Dro can sell some shit.
Yeah. So you go with the help of the three of you, you're able to go. You're able to sell the signet ring. How
Yes,
much does it say the signet ring is worth?
It says the signet ring is worth 5 gold.
Okay, so you come up to someone trying to sell it. Just roll me persuasion.
Okay.
Yep, roll me persuasion.
Are you not good at persuasion, my guy?
Or
Why aren't you good at persuasion?
intimidation. Roll me intimidation because of you. Just because of you. Roll me intimidation.
Intimidation? That's still not good. I don't have proficiency in
Still
it.
not good.
I don't care.
They're both the same roll. They're both the same roll, but intimidation is fine. It's funnier. Oh, that's cocked. Hold on.
Why am I more intimidating than Dro?
Because you have proficiency. And also a high charisma.
And your charisma based, yeah.
Yeah, 13.
They're willing to take it off you for 2 gold.
Oh, that's too. If it was 4, 3,
2 gold.
2.
I gotta sell it.
Oh,
I gotta make
if
money.
you-
Hey, can I ask the race and gender of the
Sure. It is a middle-aged elven woman.
God dang it! I was gonna use my womanly charm. All right, I got nothing.
Yeah, 2 gold. They're willing to take it off you for 2 gold.
yeah. Joe's not gonna argue or whatever. 2 goes fine.
They take your signet ring, pass you the 2 gold coins.
Just got scammed.
Eh,
Thank you for your time.
yeah, totally did. Mm.
Yeah. And you're trying to sell a weapon too?
Yeah, I'm trying to sell the sickle.
Yeah, so you ask around, you're eventually directed to a weapons store.
Oh,
Where they are gonna, you can try and sell it. What are you trying to sell?
Just a sickle. It's worth 1 gold.
It's worth 1 gold?
Yep.
Okay, make me a perception check. I mean,
Oh.
not perception, persuasion or intimidation. Persuasion. Persuasion here, specifically.
2.
Yeah, they're willing to take it off you for they look at it, looking at the quality of the blade, degradation of the handle. It just looks sharp.
blood of the
There seems to be a
innocents.
chip here.
Yeah.
There seems to be a chip here. It doesn't
True.
seem
Literally.
particularly high quality. We'll take it off you for
Joe literally has never used it.
they're telling me this. We'll take it off you for, you said it's 1 gold piece?
Yeah, it's 1 gold piece.
7 copper.
It's so not worth it.
We'll take it off you for 7 copper.
Jeez. This is what's the TV show, Ben, where they pawn the Pawn Stars? Yeah, this is Pawn Stars.
Yeah, Pawn Star.
Yeah. Let me
It
get an
just-
expert. We get like a sickle expert on the screen.
Worth it.
Yeah, this sickle
just
ain't
isn't.
squad. Sickle ain't work squad.
I can give you a cup.
2
Yeah.
max.
Two max. You're really busting my balls here.
You're really busting my balls here. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, no. Joe shakes her head and walks out. Like, doesn't even shake her head, just walks out. Like, nah. It takes the sickle and then walks out. Yeah, no, that's
Have a
not.
nice day.
Where's Trill?
You walk outside the store and you see Trill.
Oh.
He
Hey, Trill.
seems very disoriented and tired.
Trill, you alright?
Just tired. Still haven't fully recovered from the last couple of days.
You look a little lost.
Yeah, I was trying to smiles and didn't get very far with that, so I decided to go find a game, and that didn't go well. So I think I just got lost in the city.
You couldn't find arrows?
Well, to be fair, I wasn't looking too long.
We just walked out of a weapon shop if you want to go back in. We're standing at like the porch of a weapon shop.
Yeah. The customer service is awful, though.
It's got a big sign that says weapon shop.
Fuck it, I don't have the ability to deal with people like that. If you say the service, I don't have the ability to deal with people like that.
7
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
Trill, I'll be real with you, Trill.
there is actually a sign in front of it. It's called the Adventurer's Blade.
Yeah,
It's
I
called the
see.
Adventurer's Blade.
Trill, I'll be real.
How Whiskey understands the economy.
Dro wasn't very persuasive.
Whiskey understands the. Can I roll to see how well Whiskey understands the economy? Yes, but you have advantage, and you can add your
His
intelligence as
experience.
the modifier.
20 years in the marshes. Alex is too inexperienced. She won't even try.
Yeah. all Joe's literally doing is just flopping
You-
this stuff and then
Yeah,
just
you
saying,
understand. You understand like basis. You couldn't really, um, you don't understand the exact value of certain things, but you understand the basic principles of the economy.
Trickle down.
economics.
Just real quick, what's everyone's passive perception here?
15.
Passive perception.
Fire.
Higher than 15?
12.
12. Okay.
12.
Okay. Well, Whiskey and Dro. Yeah, the prices weren't that bad. Exactly. Whiskey's got it. 7 copper. That's pretty good. Whiskey and Dro notice. You notice several people, several of those white cloaked attendants from earlier. They seem to be watching you.
Man, Joe's have enough of their shit. Dro will just look at them, and if they're still staring at them, and they're still
You look at
staring
them, they move away.
okay, good. Let's go find Edgerm. And then we can discuss what to do from there.
Hey, Joe, I think Whiskey's asking you something.
I don't know if you noticed, Drew, but Whiskey might be asking you a question.
like a little girl tugs on Joe's thing. Joe, I think Whiskey might
Pat's head.
Don't worry, I'm just ignoring him.
smile.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And then we
surely
go-
Eddie's figured something out.
we go find Edgerm.
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
I was hoping by the time this happened, Daniel would be back.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
You and me both.
Wait.
It has been over, 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's-
don't think he's gonna show up at this point. I got a sneaking
Nah.
suspicion.
It's a little sneaky.
At least NPC
A little
Eddie
sneaky
T-posed into a
suspicion.
building and hopefully helped us.
Exactly. He's actually
Yeah.
Gmodding all over the city.
He's no
Real-
clipping into buildings trying to find
Yeah.
an in.
Exactly.
Well, you go around trying to, find Edgem. Can you roll me just perception? Trying to find Edgem.
Yeah. Does someone give me advantage?
Who, me? No.
Let's do a group perception check.
How's that
Got
work?
you.
Everyone rolls.
And we
Oh
I
take
set up a
my
bias?
DC in my head.
I
And
rolled
it's-
so bad today. 11. Fuck.
Sorry, Whiskey. I guess I'm just a little bit more perceptive than you.
Well, it was
Guys,
a
we
little bit
literally
more than
have
me.
12, 13, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Why does Trev have advantage?
Trill
It's
doesn't have
disadvantage.
advantage. Trill's
Alright.
disadvantaged.
Disadvantage.
Oh, sorry.
I'm still.
Sorry, Trev.
Trill's the exact opposite.
Guys,
Guys,
we got 11, 12, 13, and 14.
It's like I literally just said this.
Oh, sorry.
That's how perceptive he is.
That's how perceptive I am. I noticed it after you told me twice.
Wow. Well, the DC was low. You still managed a 50-50. So,
We're pretty good.
Hey, meet the beat
Um,
it.
yeah, I guess pizza beats it. Sure. You find Edgrim with some difficulty. For 20-30 minutes of looking around.
Jeez.
He seems as lost as you guys. He's like, I've
Do-
been looking around and I haven't really found anything, Master Fist, Master Bird, Master.
Master
Master.
Uh,
Wait, Eddie couldn't find an inn?
He couldn't.
Oh my
He
god.
rolled really low in his perception check.
Eddie's been looking for this inn all day. He couldn't
He's
find
been looking all day.
and he couldn't find an inn. He didn't ask anybody.
I know.
He's got all day to figure this out. Jeez,
I know that my perception was pretty low, but can Dro just look out to see if those
Let me smell it. His breath.
the priest are like about and they're still watching us?
Roll me perception.
Okay, please roll higher than a fucking 10. Fuck!
Roll an 11.
Natural one.
Well, of course, Master Fist. But this city is just, I've never been to it before. Not a people. Natural one. You look around. You think you saw, their white cloak just go down an alley, like right behind you. Well, of course, Master Fist, but everyone just turns away when they see how my hand.
He's like putting in their face. Do you know where the nearest inn is?
Alex, can you please talk to someone to find us an inn?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a people person. I walk up to the nearest person.
Okay, sure. You're the most normal person. You're the most normal person looking here. So
You go up to someone. Hey, can
yeah,
you?
Twiddle my thumbs.
Yeah, just the channel. Can you
Hi.
Well, I look kind of homeless too, Master Fist.
That's so normal.
I hi Uwu. What do they look like?
Let's see. You walk up
Uh-huh.
to a dwarf,
Oh man.
an elderly dwarven man. Yes.
He's gonna
Oh
die.
god, this guy might be blind. Hello, sir.
Hello, young woman.
Oh, thank
How
God.
are you doing today?
He can see, thank God. Do you know where the nearest inn is? I'm a little new to town.
Oh, the nearest inn. Well, there's the. It's very hard to hear him. He's very quiet.
I'm getting closer every time he speaks.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple inns in town. There's the There's the Terrible Toad Inn.
Right? Is there a different one?
What?
Oh, the terrible.
Sorry, my old ears.
Oh, sorry. Is there one that with a different name?
Yes. There's also the Silver Bell Inn.
That one sounds nice.
Yes. I would recommend someone like you should stay at the Terrible Toad. Attracts terrible people.
I can imagine from the name. Could you let me know? She starts doing that. Could you point me in the direction of the Silver
Sorry,
Bell?
you'll have to speak up.
Could you point me maybe in the direction of the Silver Bell?
Oh yes, the Terrible Toad. It's that way.
Oh, actually, I was actually asking where maybe the Silver Bell was.
The Silver Bell?
Yes.
Oh, the Silver Bell. Where is that one again?
I never heard of that thing.
I'll let him ponder.
Oh, the Silver Bell. I believe it's just down the road that way. It's near the Noble District, but you'll take a left in the intersection right before the Noble District.
Thank you so much. I'll
You're
go right
welcome.
there.
Have a wonderful day.
You too, sir. A little pound in the
What?
back. You too, sir. A little pound in the back.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Moves along.
I look in the direction he pointed. Is there an intersection down that way? Please say yes.
yeah. It's just straight
Okay.
straight right down. I was just reading. Don't
I
worry.
was like, oh
I-
god.
I had
You
I had a
put-
dark I had a dark thought that old man was gonna have like a heart attack midway. Oh, it's that. Oh!
Alex would never talk to anyone ever again.
Oh my god. No, he doesn't. He didn't have a heart attack. No, so you look down. There is an intersection down the way that he pointed. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Spiders come out. That would kill me. That would kill. Okay. Hey, everybody. There's an inn actually down this way. Apparently, it's pretty nice.
Well, hopefully, we can afford it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Hopefully.
There's always the terrible toad. I start leading one.
I'm sorry.
It's nothing.
Well,
Sounded like you said the terrible toad, Alex.
Did he say that?
Yes. Die, Richard the Brave.
yeah, he's still here.
I've been here the whole time.
We're not. You might go to. I might send you to the terrible toad.
I have 2 gold.
That doesn't seem very wise. I'm your prisoner after all.
Yeah. Well, the terrible toad isn't the greatest place, from what I've heard. Whiskey doesn't have any money left. Do we have any
Run away.
money?
Looks at Squall.
I don't have any money.
Looks at Squall.
I
The person that has like 100 gold on him.
I think I have
Squall
some money.
has money.
Yeah, he has money.
Squall has money.
Where's my money? Oh, here we go.
No,
I
the
have,
question
I
is,
have
would
15
Squall
gold.
give you the money?
I have 15 gold. I have enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I have enough. I don't know. Maybe the silver bow is kind of like 10 gold per night.
Yeah, 10 gold a night. Yeah, you're fucked.
My jaw would hit the
Yeah.
floor.
What?
If Joe was any other character, she would just faint.
Okay, we head over to where I believe the silver bell is.
We
Okay,
JoJo walk.
Yeah. Sure, of course. Just roll me a perception check with advantage.
I kind of know what I'm doing here.
And he knows what he's looking for.
Yeah, 16. That one, no.
You did
Nat
not
one,
nat
nat
one,
one.
nat one.
He did that one. He wanted you
did
to nat
not.
one. He wanted you to nat one.
He wanted you to nat one.
He didn't nat one. He wanted you to nat.
Oh, well, I thought we were doing a group check. My bad.
No, just you.
Yeah, that makes sense because I was
You're the
told
one who was
directions. Yeah, my bad. I thought Michael actually just rolled a nat one. I was gonna lose my mind. Yeah, I rolled 16.
No.
16.
So you're looking around, and you are able to find it after 5 minutes looking around.
Was it where you said?
Yep.
Okay, cool. What does it look like on the outside? Is it really fancy?
It's
It
a
doesn't look
silver-
really fancy.
Relative to the inn we stayed at, in Springhaven.
It doesn't look. It looks slightly better, but that one was because more of like a small, like rugged town. This one's more of, this one's more decorated. This is like a business district. It looks more presentable. While the other one was just kind of like a bland wooden
This is
building.
like where people coming in for business would stay.
Sure, that's
Sure.
what you believe.
That's what I'm gonna choose to believe. Okay, yeah, we go.
Okay.
I lead it. I lead us.
Yeah,
in.
sure. The Silver Bell.
Silver bell.
Yeah, you go inside, and it's an inn. It does. There is like a similar atmosphere to where you were before. It's a regular inn, but there's not many people in there right now.
Do we have a Nurse Joy situation where the bar guy is the same guy?
No, it's a woman this time. Elven woman this time. Just at the bar.
We're all just standing there a-posed.
Just idly cleaning that glass
Nah, I'm
forever.
getting overall.
Yeah, she's
I'm getting
idly cleaning the
overall.
glass till we interact.
Yeah, looking at Alex to instigate conversation.
So what'd you
thank
say
God.
you're doing, Tyler?
I'm getting a rum.
Thank God Whiskey said something because I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
Woman, hi man,
Hi, Miles.
Hi, ma'am.
hi Miles. We need a couple.
Hello?
rolls.
Do any of you need anything?
a fucking break.
Gold per night per room.
That's fine.
Is that
How many people fit per room?
what is that compared to what we did last time?
I think it's the same, but
How many
Yeah, I think
people
it's the
can
same.
fit
I
per room?
think it's the same.
one person room.
Works for me. I'll put a gold on the counter and walk to know whatever room I'm in.
Reaches under the bar, hands you the key.
Thank you. I'm going
Room
straight to my room.
I
Nice
hand
night.
whiskey on my pouch of gold. I'll just hand it to him. I'm sure he'll give it back.
Never sees it again.
Yeah, never see it again. He's gonna
Whiskey.
use this gold. He's gonna walk back to Springshaven, and then he's gonna pay that 1 gold so he can figure out what Zimzam Zimblin identified.
Like, finally.
Finally dies.
Or we just find Zimzam shop in the city. Because
Whiskey.
Zimzam
I
is an
finally
ethereal.
figure out what this belt does. Dies.
How much is in here? About 15. That's more than one, right? Yeah. Runs out the
One
room.
Piece is real.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
luck getting
so-
that to him. It's about 15.
Sorry, Whiskey's having an episode. It's coming back.
Hello, sir. Yes, person per room. And if you want a room with a bath, sir, that'll be an additional 5 silver.
Does you fucking smell?
I see. You could. One would just have to sleep on the floor. The beds are made for one. You could squeeze 2 people into a single bed, although
Rock eyebrow.
I wouldn't recommend it.
There's no couples rooms?
No.
No, we don't support couples.
We don't support couples.
Only singles in this bitch.
No, unfortunately, all of a couple rooms are taken.
Oh,
Yeah.
that exists. Okay. Um,
5 rooms, please.
dude, how many
Okay.
people are in our party? There's the 4 of us, and then Daniel and Luke. And Trotus got his own.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so
There's
Whiskey
actually,
just paid for everyone to have their own room, right?
it would actually be 6, I believe.
Sorry.
Yeah, just Richard.
Who am I going to be staying with?
Man, he's got his own money, I'm
I'm s-
sure.
Yeah,
I just told you I have no money.
He's also, our prisoner.
Well, I guess he's going with. I guess he's
I
going
said, I'm
with Whiskey.
coming with him. I'll see you guys later.
All right, see you guys.
He's coming with him.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hey,
we're not deciding yet.
Can I have the gold, please, sir?
No. Punches her. takes the keys. Goes upstairs.
Okay.
Pays.
Hands you the keys. That'll be 4 through whatever 8. 4 through 8.
For the whatever. Go.
4 through
Leave.
8.
Thank you. Take my key. Dun, da, da, da.
Key acquired.
Dun, da, 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 da. I'm encumbered. No.
How much does the key weigh?
It doesn't weigh anything.
Thank God.
500 pounds.
It weighs 5 pounds. It weighs
10-pound
nothing.
key. All right, I'm encumbered.
The key weighs 0.1 pounds.
Fuck.
Please add it to your inventory.
Hold
In key.
on.
gonna have to start a keychain.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
0.1 pounds. Please add immediately. Just in case you lose at any point, you can't access your room. Not that that'll happen, of course.
So you said 0.1, right?
0.1. Smiley face. 0.1. 0.1 tons, by the way, no, 0.1 pounds.
Tons. Okay. I'm trying to.
Hey, by the way, you're still in the church for some reason.
Let's go.
Get out of your church music.
Let's
Word.
say 0.1
Ambiance. Ambiance.
tons.
Okay, well, you all have your room keys, and I assume it's all been added to your inventory by this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's not that late in the day. It's probably like 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
4, 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got your
Chill's-
rooms? Yeah,
Chill's
Chill's
been
sleeping.
alright.
Chill needs it.
Yeah.
What's it there? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't know what you can do.
Or
It's a whole lot of town.
let's see. So we now have rooms for the night.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're not gonna go too much longer, but we're maybe
Yeah.
30, 40 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. What is there to do? Dro wanted to go to the Birmingham. We did that.
Yeah.
We could go interact at the barracks to hand off.
Here. Why don't if you're interested, you can roll a history check to remember some of the things you might have seen throughout the day while you've been walking around.
Fuck it, why not? History check?
Yep.
I rolled 6 and 5 times today. That's a 7.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. So Dro, you're walking around. You don't really remember all too much. So, you remember really early on while you're walking through the Noble District, you remember seeing a theater. And later on, when you were walking in the business district, you remember seeing a building called the King's Cash. You don't know what that was, but you just remember seeing it. But that's all you remember. Alex.
That's interesting because there is no king here. We have a governor.
Yeah, but this is one of the major. This is the regional capital under the king.
Funny king.
Anyways,
So is there a king here in the city?
No. So okay, all of this, the entire continent is one kingdom.
Right. Okay, I see.
Show Bulwark is the regional capital.
Right.
And it's all of it is ruled by the king who lives in Saucy Plains.
Yeah, and the big castle right there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
But yes, you're right. There is no king here. It's just the governor or the governess. If you want to be nitpicky.
All right. Cool.
But anyways, you, Alex, when you're walking throughout the city, you remember seeing a couple things. First one, there was a building that you saw. It was really familiar. You've seen that building before somewhere. you think you saw it back in Springshaven. It really stood out because it was old and decrepit looking. It looked like the building was falling apart.
Oh,
No, you can't do this to me.
All right. Next.
not another.
Any other?
You remember the sign? It said Zim Zam's Magical Emporium.
And I didn't say anything at the time.
The
wow.
you're remembering it now.
Oh, okay.
It passed- you're remembering it now. You're like, wait, I did see that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
You saw the building, you thought it was odd, but now that you're thinking about it, it
Like,
looked
wait.
exactly the same. It's the exact same building.
No.
We're just in our rooms.
And you're out in the
Roundabout.
I imagine you're upstairs or you're not in your rooms yet. You also remember seeing, while you're walking through, you saw a very strange old man. He was an old human guy. He didn't look super old, but he didn't look very healthy.
No.
But he was kind of like stalking around and watching, not like watching you guys particularly, but when you guys passed, he watched you. He was like, hey. He was watching you guys. And he's just stalking around in the alleyways. You think you saw him a couple times, but it wasn't like always he was like trying to stare at you guys. But you think you did see him.
Yeah.
One more thing. You remember seeing one final thing?
Something major.
You nothing major, but you do remember seeing one more thing.
A dragon.
There was just this dragon egg that you
No,
were
so
looking
what you remember seeing in the
You never want to hatch a dragon age.
when you're walking through the Noble District, you remember seeing a place called Wonders Keep. It seemed to be some sort of magical shop. Yeah. So Zimzam's, Wonders Keep, a strange old man that was
Strange. Oh,
watching you, stalking around in the dark alleyways. Saw him a couple times.
Okay, I think I'm gonna.
That's what he said, by the way.
like the fucking lizard
It's
gif.
not a lizard. Just a regular guy. He just went, hey.
Michael, when Whiskey went to Zemzam's, did he tell everyone that he was going to Zemzam's?
No,
No, you're just out.
I don't think he did.
no, I didn't. He definitely didn't tell you guys scams, yeah. So you had no idea.
So if we're down just hanging out, Alex will just say, "Alright, guys, since there's still a lot of daylight left, I don't know if there is, but I'm saying that. I think I'm gonna go check out some of the things we saw while in town. I think I might be remembering this wrong, but I'm fairly certain I saw like a second Zimzams. Maybe it's like a franchise.
Who?
Zimzam?
Never heard of him.
Oh yeah, I don't think. Well, Whiskey intro. Y'all.
Trill ain't here. Trill went to his room immediately.
Yep.
Whiskey. You saw Zimzams before, right?
Yes, that's.
I saw the outside.
I saw the outside.
Yeah.
I never went in.
All right.
It
Well,
looks at him. Is he like bullshitting?
maybe you could confirm that. You can come with me because I'm fairly certain I saw the place, but someone else that saw it should probably come with me to make sure.
Yeah, just to make sure.
All right. I mean, I don't really feel like going alone.
I'm good.
Fucking worst friend ever.
Jeez, ask him to go with me as a friend.
Yeah,
If-
Jesus Christ.
if you allow me, I can accompany you.
Yeah, sure. We can go together. And we
It's
leave.
pretty gay.
It's pretty gay.
Dro and Alex head on out.
Yeah. There we go. Now we got the girl shopping montage.
We have to have a shopping montage. That's bad. I'm sorry, this is Patrick.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah, so you make your way over to where you remember seeing Zim's store. Takes you a little bit of time, maybe a little over half an hour. Get over there, 45 minutes.
Mhm.
It is a little bit mental gymnastics on Alex's part, trying to remember exactly what it was, but you do eventually find the building. That old, decrepit, waterlogged, sagging, sad little building.
What the?
Looks completely out of place with the rest of its environment.
Are you sure this is a store?
Does it say Zimzam's Emporium?
Yeah, it has the same sign in front of it. That's so it has the sign. It's like jutting out on a little like thing, so that you can see it when you're walking down the street instead of like looking directly at it. And
Okay,
it's only
yeah.
hanging on one of the chains that would be hanging is broken. And it's hanging on one. It's loose. It's lazily flopping around in the wind, and it says Zimzam's Magic Emporium on it.
Yeah, this is it. And I walk onto the creaky steps or wherever I go to get in.
Just gotta open the door.
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
Joe will walk behind apprehensively.
You open the door, and you see a scene that you are all too familiar with.
Oh yeah.
The dim lit room that's messy and covered with scrolls and random bits and bobs. And at the other end of the room, the light from a fireplace with the chair in front of it. And when the door opens, you hear the chair creak as it slides across the floor and turns around, and you see sitting there Zimzam Zimblin.
Zimzam?
Hello there. Oh, it's you again. Hello.
Did-
What brings you here this time? Ah, you've brought a new friend.
Yeah, but did you
What
relocate?
the hell?
Did you
Did I
relocate?
move here?
Yeah.
What? I've been here the entire time.
No, we saw you back in Springshaven. You had your own little shop.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have been here the whole time.
We got you crystals.
In my shop.
We got you crystals from a cave in
Yes.
at Springshaven.
Yes, I remember the crystals that you got me. Yes, vital. I appreciate them. What do you want from me? Do you want them back? Because there are no refunds.
Who are you? What are you?
I am Zimzam Zimblin, mage extraordinaire.
Oh, Zimzam, I know it's been a bit, but
Yes.
I still have that fuzz you gave
yes.
me. I pull out the fuzz.
The fuzz. You haven't. Oh, that fuzz. So I thought you were talking about this fuzz. He pulls out his own fuzz.
He has his own fuzz?
Yes, but my fuzz is magical and yours is just fuzz.
You gave me non-magical fuzz?
Yes.
Can I have some magical fuzz? Why did you sell me short, Zimzam?
Well, you didn't pay for that. You just took fuzz. I just gave you fuzz from my pocket. It's lint from my pocket.
Alex, please throw away the lint.
No, I'm keeping
It's
it.
pocket lint.
Yeah, I'm keeping
You
it.
actually thought that was magic.
I never know with you because you were in Springshaven and now you're here.
Yes.
Wait, yes?
I don't know about this Springshaven. I've always been here in my shop.
You are always in your shop. I'll give you that. Do you ever walk outside your shop and look around?
No. Why would I do that? I have everything in here. Gerald, bring me one of those exotic fruits. A plate comes floating out, and on top of it, a single banana.
Is that an exotic fruit to us?
You've never seen a banana.
Okay.
Gerard's never seen a banana, right?
Yeah, you've definitely never seen it. Yeah, Joe, you've seen a banana.
What kind of a fruit is that?
It's banana.
It's oblong and yellow.
It is.
It's a banana.
Apparently, you're supposed to peel it before you eat it.
Yeah, you do.
What do you peel it for?
You do not. You have to eat. This is the stuff on the inside. Is the good stuff. Anyways, what brings you to my shop?
I just thought it was really weird that I noticed Zimzam's Emporium here when I had just been at your just a while ago. I was at your one in Springshaven.
My one in Springshaven. I only have one shop. What are you talking about?
Zimzam, you're pulling my leg, and I know it.
Pulling your leg. I'm not pulling your leg right now, but I can get. Jeremy, pull that woman's leg. You just feel like the most delicate force just pulling your leg.
Hey, quit that.
See, I'm not pulling your leg.
This is the worst.
Zimzam, I love your little antics, but you can't.
They're
You
not
can't.
little. They're very big.
You can't. But they're antics nonetheless. Zimzam, surely you can at least admit to me, like, I feel like we've grown, like, to have like a little bit of a
What do you want me to admit?
that this isn't your original shop.
Alex,
I only have one shop. I've sat in here the entire time, and you have constantly bothered me. And you have refused to buy anything. Your
Okay.
boyfriend did, though.
What you got this time around?
Oh, and that. Oh, does your homeless friend still want to know what that belt does?
What?
You came into my
So
store
he-
earlier.
so he did
Came
visit
into my
you.
store earlier. Wondered what the belt does. He paid
Whoa,
me
Drew,
the
no,
gold.
wait.
Huh?
No, Whiskey's been with us all day.
Oh, he wasn't today. It was like a couple days ago.
Well, he wasn't here a few days ago. He was traveling here with us a few days ago. You must be talking about someone else.
No, it was the homeless man. It was the homeless man.
Okay.
He came in with the
Mhm.
belt. Yes, very interesting looking belt. He asked me to identify it, and I did. And then he asked me to tell what it does, so I asked him to pay me more. And he couldn't afford it, so he just left. Does he still want to know what it does?
Well, Whiskey does have a magical belt.
Can you tell me what it does?
Of course, but you'd have to pay me. One gold, and I can tell you what it does.
Can you tell me what this fan does? Takes out the
Yes,
the
I can
fan.
identify it for 1 gold.
Oh no.
Can you tell me what it does?
Can I tell you what it does after I identify it for another 1 gold?
So 2 golds.
2 gold. Yes, quite a bargain. Not many people know how to identify magical relics.
I think I'll pass.
Your loss. So I assume that he doesn't want to know what the belt does.
How much gold do I have? How much did Whiskey spend?
5.
He spent 5.
5.
I still have 10. Let me take that gold away so I don't just accidentally hold on to that. That's
Yeah, don't dupe gold.
Yeah, oops, I was using gold. Okay, all right, I have 10 gold. I want to know. All right, I give him a gold. I want to know.
Oh, yes. Well, I remember exactly. It was quite some days ago. At least 3 days ago, I'd say, that your friend came into my shop and asked me to identify this rather peculiar looking belt. It was covered in some sort of scale. I had never seen such a belt before. He asked me to identify it. He gave me the 1 gold, and so I did. And I can tell you what it does. That belt, but you have to come closer. I can't let her hear.
Oh, because she didn't pay for it.
Yes, didn't pay.
Right.
You can tell I can't tell them now. Anyways. Boo. Ah, that was funny. Anyways,
my
no,
God.
the belt.
Joan's just shaking her head constantly.
Zim, first you teleport your whole shop over here, and now you scare me.
I
like,
did not teleport my shop. What are you going on about?
Oh, all right, just tell me.
There
are
was
you
no
gonna-
shop teleportation. I have sat in my shop. The shop has been here.
Jeremy.
Jamie will not listen to your command. Do you want to know what the belt does or not?
I was gonna ask him.
Jeremy
Yeah.
cannot speak.
You
Is
can't.
that right, Jeremy? See? Deafening silence.
Okay, yes, I want to know. But please
No,
don't yell
the
at me
belt.
again.
I won't yell at you again. Unless I have to. Anyways, the belt. The belt enhances elements of a person's natural life energy. It's quite strange. It's separate from magic. Makes it harder to resist the effects of certain techniques.
Such as.
Such weird effects.
Well, Zimzam, you haven't told me much about the belt.
Well, I could describe it to you, or I could just do this. And he places his hand on your head, and this pops into your mind.
This.
A psycho bomb!
A psycho bomb!
Joe, watch out! Boom! My leg blows off.
Holy shit.
It was
Or
a
I could
psycho
just do this.
bomb.
And he just places a hand on your forehead. Do you understand now what the belt does?
Do I? Wait, where'd you send it?
I sent it to you on Discord.
Oh yeah, I got the message on Discord, Zimzam. Oh, I got it.
Yes.
What the fuck is Discord?
Oh, that sounds really convenient for what whiskey does.
Oh, is it? The homeless man knows how to harness his own life energy.
Yeah, I've seen him do it. Sometimes he's just like bleeding out profusely, and then he just slaps himself around, and he's mostly good to go.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Except for the fact that I don't care. Are you willing to buy? Do you want to buy anything?
No, I don't have too terribly much money left. I need to save some for the tavern.
I could offer you a special potion.
You did already
One
make
gold.
me.
It's a mysterious potion. 1 gold.
Last time I did that, I became ambidextrous.
No, you knew that it made you ambidextrous.
Oh, I did. Oh, my
Yes.
memory. My memory.
It wasn't a miss.
Right. A rat.
Has that been useful yet? By the way.
I have picked up sticks with my other hand, and it felt very natural.
I'm glad that it worked for you.
And sometimes I just hold my sword with the other hand for a minute, and it doesn't feel weird.
Quite useful, I imagine, because
Yeah.
in a fight you could say, "But I'm left-handed," and then trick them.
Oh,
You could actually use both hands,
and they wouldn't really know right away.
and they wouldn't know. They would know. Or, no, not that this would happen. Of course, it'll probably happen. Your hand could get cut off. You could use the other one
That's true. Until I use some sort of salve to
until
bring it
your
back.
other hand gets cut off. Then you can't use either of your hands.
Right, but I would still be ambidextrous with them.
It's here.
All right, you know what?
Good
You
idea.
got it. You got it. I give him a gold. I take the potion. What does it look like?
Unmasked. Dro's eyes twitching so bad.
I love Zim so much. I give him a gold and I look at the potion.
Okay. 1 second. Timothy, get me one of the random potions from out back. The unlabeled ones.
Why does it have to be the unlabeled one?
Because he doesn't.
Because
It's
that's-
like,
Yeah, I guess the ones he
Truly random.
knows cost more because he knows what they do.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
You
see.
get it.
I'm starting to catch on to Zim. I still don't know how a shop got here, but
Alex,
No, not one of the expired ones.
Alex, are you positive you should be taking deals with this person?
Do I have to
well,
come back there myself?
he made me
Timothy!
ambidextrous last time I was here.
Weren't you already ambidextrous?
No.
What is ambidextrous going to help you with?
In case I lose an arm.
Timothy, that glass is broken. That is an empty bottle.
Timothy sucks. Jeremy's way better. No wonder Timothy's in the back.
Dude, what's going on? Holy shit. Come here.
What's happening, Ben? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Okay. Can you roll me a D100?
D100?
Yeah.
60, exactly.
Hey, yo.
60?
Precisely.
Okay. You have your,
No, wait.
you get handed a potion. The potion it's a white. It almost looks like milk. Its consistency, but when you shake it around a little, its consistency is it's a lot thicker. It seems gelatinous inside of it.
Oh my god.
Can you please not give my young woman character the thick white
Yeah.
liquid?
Yeah, the thick white liquid.
It's not. Don't worry about it.
I look at it suspiciously.
God.
I don't know what it does, but it does something.
Would its effects be permanent, like my ambidextrousness?
Well, I don't know if your ambidextrousness is permanent.
Oh.
But it might be.
I thought I just was now.
Alex, please don't drink
Well,
that.
I don't know.
Please don't drink that, Alex.
His potions have never done anything wrong. Is there any reason I should think that this is harmful?
Well, it wasn't labeled.
Okay.
It probably doesn't hurt you. It could reveal knowledge to you that would hurt your brain because it's probably very small.
Okay, that's
It
enough.
could-
I pop it open, I drink it.
Yeah. It poison you.
I don't get that far in. I'm
Okay, you drink the
Does
potion.
it taste good?
It
Why
just
there
tastes
still
like
comes
it tastes like
Like it's like
It's like
gelatinous. It's thick, right?
yeah, it's thick, and when it doesn't taste like much. It kind of tastes like just like bread, but it just like it sucks the liquid out of your mouth. Your mouth is so dry after it goes down almost like a liquid. Its consistency almost seems to change when it like touches your mouth. It seems to almost turn liquid when it turns into your mouth, and it doesn't taste like much, but your mouth feels very dry afterwards.
That wasn't great. I mean, it didn't taste very bad. It just. Joe, can I see your water skin real quick?
Yeah. Joe's gonna like look over to see if anything's different.
She looks exactly the same. There's no differences.
I take a long swig of the push of the water. Just try and get some water back in my mouth.
Alex, you feel exactly the same.
Ugh.
You feel exactly the same.
Zimzim, is there any way to tell what that did?
Well, I could dissect you, but I don't think you want that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think I want that. I take another sip of the water.
If its effects haven't manifested yet, it's either if its effects haven't manifested, it could be something mental that you haven't noticed yet. It could be small, or it could take some time to manifest. I'm not really sure.
Let me try and focus for a
Potions
second.
are strange. What?
I focus. Do I notice anything? I look around. Do I notice anything?
You focus for a second. Can you just roll me? Just roll. D20. Roll.
They're gonna say just roll. I was like, roll what?
Roll
Roll
D20.
your body. Roll your body.
15.
You know.
You are concentrating, and you feel like you normally do. You feel calm though. You feel a sense of calm wash over you, but other than that, you feel normal.
I don't notice anything, but I guess it's probably not anything bad. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it'll just come on in the next few days or something.
Yes.
Or maybe it won't do much.
It might not do any, or you could die. I don't know. It probably
uh,
doesn't kill you. Just FYI, probably doesn't kill you.
Yeah, I hope not. I didn't know that was on the table.
It's not I mean, it's always on the table, but it's not like
It, if
it's not
she
like
dies,
it's not like on.
on
It's like
you.
next to the table.
Okay, so not on the table.
She won't die. She won't die. Guarantee. A Zim Zam guarantee.
I don't trust that.
That's all I needed to hear. Well, Joe, I got a funny potion. Is there anywhere you want to go?
Would you like a potion too?
No.
What a killjoy.
Oh, Zimzam, do you ever drink your own potions?
Yes, I do sometimes.
You want to have one since I just have one?
No, why? No, I'm fine right
Okay.
now.
Do
I
you
will
drink-
have another banana though. Gerald, bring me another banana.
Did he not know there were bananas before?
I think, huh?
Did he know that it was a banana? Because he called it an exotic fruit the last time.
He said, bring me a exotic fruit.
Oh, okay. So there's probably an assortment of exotic fruits, and he
Yeah.
happened to grab a banana.
The banana.
I see. Right. Okay.
He comes out with another silver plate on a
Uh,
banana.
Real quick, Joe's just gonna. Hold on. Yeah, Joe's just gonna cast. Detect good and evil.
He counterspells. What are you doing in my shop? Don't cast spells in my shop.
Just was checking something.
Checking for what? What are you trying to steal something? You don't want to buy my potions. You mock me in my own shop, and then you try to cast a spell. You're some thief. You a thief. Is that what you're doing?
Dude, everyone's hating on Dro today. First the church, now Zimzam.
Look, what do you want? What do you want? Don't just cast spells in my shop.
I don't know what you are.
Oh, I'm just Zim then mage extraordinaire.
Dro,
You know what?
I think you're overthinking it. But
You know what? She's gonna cast Eyes at the Grave. Just look
Okay,
at him.
that's just the class ability, right?
Yeah, it's a possibility. Just looks at him.
What are you doing? Oh, what does Eyes of the Grave allow you to see?
You know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover. That isn't protected from divine magic.
Okay. You are able to identify a slight undead presence from your shield, but that's it. And
Yeah.
you've seen that before, so
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
Undead presence. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why is the eyes glowing? You, woman, young one. What is she doing?
I don't know. She just does. I don't know. She does things sometimes.
Tell her to stop. It's weird. It's freaking me out.
Joe,
I don't want to eat my banana anymore. Take this banana away.
Joe, this guy thinks we're cool. We shouldn't try and ruin that.
Freaking me out.
Joe just shakes her
First,
head.
you're asking questions about teleporting my shop. Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm pretty sure you did.
And
do
then,
that,
you
Mr.
refuse.
Zimzam.
You refuse. Let me identify, and then you start battering me about my potions.
Oh.
And then now you're doing weird things in my shop.
Zimzam, I remember I drank a potion.
Yes. You did? Do you want another one?
Not now, but maybe soon.
You can get 2 for 1 gold.
Alex.
Oh,
Alex.
50%
two
off,
for
just for you.
one?
Alex.
That's such a good deal, dude. That
Let
is
us
half off.
leave. Alex, please.
I
let's
give him the
just
gold.
leave.
This is this is an unbelievably good deal.
Alex.
Timothy, bring out the potions.
50%
Alex.
Mark it off, please.
Yeah. Dude, I still have enough gold for another night.
Zimzam is protected by divine magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Timothy. Finally making yourself useful. Okay, 2d100s.
86, 99.
Big number doesn't necessarily mean good here.
Yeah, no.
It just means a thing. Oh, I accidentally marked off 2 gold. I forgot I got them half off. I spent 1 gold just now.
Yep.
Such a good deal.
Okay.
Alex.
You get the 2 potions. One of them. So one of the potions, the first potion he hands you, it's almost like the liquid itself is clear like water, but there's almost like there's a mist inside of it, like a gas cloud inside of it. And when you look at it from certain angles, the mist just seems to part and make a small path through it to the other side of the glass. And the second potion that he hands you, the potion is constantly changing colors. But they're all sort of more natural colors, so it's changing between, you know, browns, greens, some yellows, light blues, a little bit of red every so often. But there's, when you look on the surface of the liquid, it just stays like a beige color.
Well, it's a good thing I'm thirsty. I drink them.
Yep.
My mouth is dry.
Good thing you're thirsty.
Good thing
Alex,
my
don't drink both.
You drink both of them? Which one do you drink first?
The mist one. Nope, I would drink the
Okay.
mist one second.
Okay, you drink the mist one second?
Yeah, I drink the natural color one first.
You drink the natural color one, instantly you feel strange and your body feels weird, and that's where we're going to end the session.
Alex. I'm totally killing Zimzam. He's dying.
Just for Ben's sake, Ben, I did find the videos. Actually, I found all the sessions.
Well, that's good.
Every single session's up right now.
Good.
Let's
Good.
go.
That's pretty good news. Yeah.
Yeah. If Alex gets fucked next session, Zimzam's dying.
Something's gonna happen to Alex.
2 for 1, boys.
No.
How was I?
Good deal.
That was amazing. Also, 1 gold to become ambidextrous. That was already an amazing deal. 1 gold for whatever. Like, so I've spent 2 golds. I'm gonna get 3 effects. Maybe one of them's even permanent. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, maybe one of them is permanent. Who knows?
And it's the one that turns me into like a rabbit or something. Your body feels weird. So is Daniel capping next session, right? Says Michael.
Maybe.
I mean, he was the asshole that said he was coming and didn't show up.
Well, he didn't say he was coming. He said, here's what happened exactly before I say. Oh wait, sorry. Everyone, if you're still watching this, you can go fuck yourself.
Say ya.